Okay, hello Year 4 artists. This is the second video of the Advent focus of creating something in art as well. So our focus for this lesson is using oil pastels to draw a candle. Now, I took a photo of a candle at my house. I couldn't find very many good ones on the internet because there's something about seeing something in real life that makes it more appealing, and I think the things I saw on the internet were almost fake. And when you light the candle, it creates an ambience. So this is the example. I have another candle over here that I have lit, but as you can see, it kind of changes when as you can see, it's really bright. So there's nothing like having something in real life that makes it easier. So I'll be using this kind of idea as my focus, and that will be available for you to use as well if you wish. So the colours I have might be a little bit different to what you have at school. I tried to connect it, tried to make it as similar as possible. So yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the shape. Now you can make it short, long, fat. I mean, there's so many different sizes and shapes when it comes to candles. So I'm going to just use the black just to get my idea of what size I want my candle to be. Now, this is not going to look necessarily realistic. I want to create, to me I can see some pinks and reds and oranges there, so I'm going to use that, bring those colours out. So, and I'm also going to create the direction of the actual candle as well. So these are the similar colours that we have at school. I'm just going to start with some red. I'm going to build it up with some orange. Now once again, if I was to create this again, it would be much different. I'd choose different colours. Don't forget also with the Advent candles, you can, there's 3 purple and 1 pink. Often when you're using oil pastels, this is what you do. If you were, say, drawing a candle, you would just use one colour and it's done. That kind of is a bit boring. Like, once you start doing that, you can't add those colours on top. I'll try a darker colour and see. Only darker colours, okay? So I'm going to start with my light colours. I might go and do some white through the middle. Now, actually, this is good because see how that's a bit damaged? What I normally do is I just twist it off here just to clean it up, so it's nice and white, ready to go. So when you're doing this, you also have to consider that you can't just leave it stark white. Oh, it's white, I'm going to leave it white. You can't actually do that because, you need to make that white. If you want to make that white, you make that white. So what's it actually doing? It's blending this colour all together. Okay, let's add some. Gonna go with this. Don't want to go dark yet, like black yet. I'm going to start with some white first, just to build up where I want this candle to be. I'm going back over with the white, so this will actually start to make marks on this. Needing some yellow. Wonder how we could do this heat that's being produced. I'm just cleaning my oil pastel. Oops. Didn't clean it very well. Maybe I could use that as part of the process. Okay, so I'm just going to work on this colour shape here. Now, also note on this picture here that it gets darker as you go further down and lighter as well. So think about that when you're doing it. I'm just going to go up the top here and just once again, boys and girls, like we think that artists just create something from their mind, and they don't. They copy what's around them. I'm going to start with some of this colour down the bottom because I'd hate to go too dark too soon and then have to fix it. Okay, I'm going to go darker brown. Just experimenting with some colour over here. Okay, now I'm going to just leave that for a little bit and I'm going to work on the background. If we come back over here, you can kind of see there's a bit of shadow over here. So I'm going to work on that now. I feel like, I don't know whether to go black or even just go with a blue, just to be a little bit contrasty. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the significance of light in this time of Advent. Might do a little bit of light blue. Just going to clean that again. Going to clean it again. So what I'm doing right now is trying to create more light at the top. And I'm going to go down and add more dark. Just going to now I've got a dilemma. Do I make this darker here or lighter here? Maybe it needs to be darker behind to make it stronger. I'm looking at the candle, the light, and I'm thinking it needs to be higher. So how will I fix that? Let's work it out. So I'm just going to do this edge here. once again, it's not about the perfection of it. It's about just like thinking the movement of the candle, like it just brings light and colour. I could work on a little bit more, but I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And yeah, have a go, see how you go.